Alright y'all, good morning. Welcome back to day 12 on the Appalachian Trail. If you got confused by the ending of last night's video, two other guys did show up at the shelter. They were just a couple of first-year college students from Florida, and they just came up here to hike the Smokies. They were pretty funny. They were a good time. Reminded me a lot of my high school days. Alright, we got a pretty big day ahead of us. Looking to do about 21 miles, so we'll see if we can make it that far. Hey guys.
He's pretty great.
Yeah, y'all are smart to go ahead and knock that mile out. That was rough.
Yeah, that shit was hard. That last little bit is...
It's intense.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You said you're going to the...
Those were the two nice guys from Georgia that were at the shelter when I first showed up last night. Pretty cool. Just gonna have a Builder protein bar. Now, to hike the Smoky Mountains, you have to have a permit, so I have pretty good service up here, and I just went ahead and bought that for 40 bucks. So, now I don't have to worry about getting fined. That was not comfy. Alright, gonna stop and fill up the water here because I'm running pretty low. Sure would be nice to stay at this shelter tonight, but still got a ways to go. All right, we got one more big climb for the day. A couple thousand feet in elevation in 1 mile. And then after that, it's just all downhill to the marina. Oh man, all right. I passed all the elevation gain. Just got about 3 miles of a pretty steep downhill. And then we're at the marina. no soap. The marina itself didn't really have much, just basic snacks. So I went ahead and called a shuttle service. Her name's Sarah. She's gonna come pick me up and drive me about 2 miles to the general store. That allegedly has a full resupply, so we're gonna hit that. Started up.
And you're going all the way to the end?
Yeah, all the way to Maine.
What do you do? What do you do that you can afford to do that for the summer?
So I know y'all might be confused. There's a flyer for a girl named Sarah on the bathroom back there. So I called her, and for $10, she drove me about 2 miles up to the general store where I got my resupply. And she had someone else she had to go drive like 30 minutes away, so she said she could be back in about an hour, hour and a half. And if I wanted to wait, she'd come back, or I could try to hitchhike. And so I started walking back, and someone asked me if I was hiking the trail. And I said, yeah, and he offered to give me a ride. Dude goes, gets his car, pulls up, it's a Porsche. It's like, you wanna see what this thing can do? And just starts going like 70 on the most windiest, crazy, curvy roads. Just whipping this freaking Porsche. And about halfway through the conversation, he asked me how I do with the ladies. And said that he figured I did pretty good because I'm not hard on the eyes. Then right as I'm getting out of the car, he asked me if I'm into guys, girls. And you know, I'm just into girls, so I say girls. And he says, so just girls, no guys? I was like, yeah. So I guess he was trying to flirt with me a little bit. That was interesting. Mom, I had my pepper spray in my pocket the whole time. We're all safe here. That was quite an experience. But anyways, got more than enough food in my resupply, probably too much, but the Smokies are like 83 miles total, so I can take anywhere from 4 to 7 days. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty, because there's nothing, unless you get off the road and go to Gatlinburg, which is like 20 miles away, there's no resupply. So we're heading to a shelter right now. I'll show you all the resupply when we get there. And also the shelter we're staying at, I've confirmed, has showers and electricity, so it's pretty awesome. And a great view of the lake, so should just one relatively flat mile and we'll be there soon. All right, they got charging stations. And there's the shower. All right, got all my stuff charging up here in this extension cord. I saw this when I came in, and the one outside wasn't doing very well, so just gonna stick with that. It's doing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this shower up. I've already been told it has hot water, so it's just gonna be awesome. I'm gonna use this as a hair dryer. Here, but just having the simple dinner, some cheese crackers and peanut butter. So it doesn't matter if you go in. There's I think there's a power strip where you can plug in.
A flat tail like tucked up under it.
So what kind of
Alright, I got crave with the bear hang tonight. So I'm in the bathroom right now, but this door you can just push open. So a bear or any animal could push that open and get in. So what I did is I hung my bag inside here on this hook. And then from the outside I locked the stall door, so there's no way they can get to it. Yeah, they might be able to reach over and tear up my bag, but I don't think they'll do that. Alright y'all, well some more people showed up, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Big day tomorrow, we start the Smokies. Since I went so hard the past few days, I am gonna let myself sleep in a little bit and get a later start. And from the looks of things, I'm gonna get hit with a huge incline day one. And then after that, hopefully it should be pretty flat till the end. I know I said I would show you all what I resupplied with today, but there's just so many people here now, I just can't do it, so I'll show you all that tomorrow. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It was a great day 12. See y'all back here tomorrow for day 13.